All right, in just a minute I'm going to show you the pit that I'm going to be fishing at. I've never fished here before. I saw it on the map. Looks like it has some deep spots. Also from the aerial, that Kansas gold map that shows all of these pits that I post a link to at the bottom of my video. And also I have it at the very beginning. This pit has some deep spots in it, but you can tell from the aerial it lacks in shade. It's kind of a place that I would never really think of just, yeah, I think I'll go here and fish. I like shade, especially when I get late starts. But anyway, this is, I'm looking at my map here, unit 45. And if you are on Highway 69, you get to 102 West Mineral. You just take it all the way west until you get to 40th Street. You turn right or north. You'll go past another pit that's on the right-hand side. Then you'll come to an intersection that is Liberty Road. Here, I'll show you. I can show you this. This is 102. There's West Mineral. 102, 40th Street. This is the pit that I'm at right now. I drove past this pit and it's pretty much, it looks like this one pretty much, only it seems to be bigger. Wide open. I mean, there's no real trees or anything around it. No real structure that you can see along the bank except for one little spot, just like here. There's one little stretch of bank that I can see for miles that has some brush right along the edge. Show you what the rest of it looks like. But anyway, that's where it is. Right there. This is where I am. And what that black and white drawing translates to is this right here. See, there's the brush along the bank that I was talking about. But if you look on down the way, there's really no other brush. Looks like there's an area that, yeah, that little hook goes back there, but you can see it's completely covered in this kind of grass. And then it goes way on down that way. It looks like there may not be as much grass cover down that direction as there is here. So, what to use for baits, right? When you see something like this, you're definitely not fishing the bank. At least not with the 10-pound test that I have. If you're going to be fishing this kind of stuff with something going across the top, you're going to need probably a heavier, like 20-pound at least. Frogs, stuff like that, you know, frogs or weightless worm, dragging it across there. But what I'm going to do, because I don't have the patience for that or the equipment for that, is I'm going to fish parallel to all this grass here with my chatterbait, of course. I'm going to start with that. I also have a buzz bait, and then I have my yeah, doggone it, I wish my brain would work. This little fluke, thank you. I'm not sure that I'm going to stick with that. I probably won't use my spinning rod at all. I'll probably change out my chatterbait for my big glide bait, and again fish it along the edge of the grass, the weed beds here, because I'm sure if I'm a big bass, I'm either going to be out in the deep part, way down deep, which I have a deep diving crankbait. I may try that too, just for fun. Or I'll be tucked up in the shade in all this stuff, looking to ambush whatever swims along. So that's what I'm going to start with. We'll see how it goes. Like I say, I've never fished this pit before, never seen it. So, but that's what I'm trying to do, is show you what's available in the public mine land area. And again, this is unit 45. We'll see what happens. All right, on the map it shows that there's fish attractors along this bank right here, and I don't know if this is what they're considering fish attractors, these little brush piles that are here. Looks like they were kind of dumped in here. Let my chatterbait fall. There's a great boat ramp. Let me turn around, I'll show you. I used the paddle test because I want to make sure when I say it has a good boat ramp that I'm not misleading you. But I took my paddle and just kind of, as I came out, and it definitely, I'm hitting concrete out as far as you need to ever back a trailer, I'm sure, to get a boat off of it, whatever kind of boat you want to put in here. So good boat ramp. I like that. So I'm kind of thinking this pit does not have grass carp in it. Because, man, the pits that do don't have this stuff. Of course, this is a big darn pit though. And you have to have an army of grass carp in here to get this under control. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the fish attractors, because all this brush has been cut and dumped in here along the bank. Because other than that, I assume there's no real structure for fish to hold to. Hence the wonderful weeds that they have to hide in. Not sure how open that is back in there, because man, this is moss, lots of moss. Not so much actual weeds, you know, vegetation like milfoil or, you know, that stuff, whatever that is. That's what's in a lot of these. It grows up and spreads out across. It grows up in clumps or strands from the bottom and then spreads out across the top. Dang. No shade for these guys to hang out in at all. Sure, I'm glad I brought my sunscreen and my big hat. Too many days out in the Florida sun when I was a youngster have given me reasons to think that I need to protect myself. I really don't know how people wear pants and long sleeve shirts in the dead of summer. Number one, I hate being confined like that, but I'm glad that there is something called sunscreen, and I use it liberally because I do not want to end up with sunscreen. I mean, with cancer. Oh, that was fun. There's a fish that just jumped up out of the water. Looked like a bluegill or a warmouth. There's another one. Jumping up. Little guys, of course. I guess jumping up at dragonflies, because I can see dragonflies buzzing over the weeds up there. So anyway, I'm still on the side that I started on, where the dead stuff was piled up back there. All the way down here, I see there somebody was kind and thoughtful and put up a nest for geese. And it looks like, you know, it looks like this would be a little bit more fun to come to before all this stuff grows up. Because it does seem like maybe there's like a little creek or something back in there. Then there's that flat area over there with some brush out. I think that's probably a fish attractor as well. So they try. The Department of Wildlife tries to make these a good place to fish. This segment of the video is dedicated to my brother Brian. Well, all videos are dedicated to him, but when we were kids, this was a lure that we loved. The South Bend Bassarino. Look at it, simplicity, right? White, red, little scooped nose that made it wobble when you retrieved it. Now, I've not used this thing since we were kids, so here you go. Top water seems to be a good thing for the fish because they keep busting the surface. But see, that's what it does. and then when you retrieve it, it has a side-to-side wobble. It's really fun. We never actually caught, we had them busted. I don't remember actually. See what I'm talking about? Wow. Ah! And it's not even a bass. Holy cow. I want you to take a look at, oh, it is a bass. Okay, man, come on. Compare the size. Gee, mini Christmas. You're a hungry little dude, aren't you? Wow. Unbelievable. Hey, Gilly, let me get you out. Wow, you really were hooked. Man. Well, I'm not skunked anymore. But that was cool. I mean, that one little bass liked it. I guarantee you, probably the fish in here haven't seen something like this, so got that going for me. I have a couple other old-timey lures in here, like the thin fin. That was such a cool lure. That's what my brother caught his biggest bass on. The thin fin. Oh, a deer. How beautiful. Hi, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, you don't have to worry about me. Hi, baby. Sure. Hi, buddy. It's okay, Mama. That was awesome. One little bass so far. My goodness. Okay, well, we have made it all, let's see, turn around here. Turn off the trolling motor. So, are you dizzy yet? I can spin faster. So we started right there, went all the way down. Oh, there's a nice little fish jumping over there in front of the fish attractors. Went all the way down that side, way down there where the goose nest thing is, up here, and now we're getting ready to head down this arm. This is the east-west arm of the pit. And the map shows that it's like deep on this side, and then it's deep over there, and then it's deep on another side. I can't help but think what it was like to have actually worked out here under the Kansas sky, big red, digging away on all of this. Man, they drink lots of water. You get thirsty just thinking about that. I would throw a crankbait, and I might, but I'm just thinking, as weedy as this pit is, probably be wasting every single cast. All right, so we're getting closer to the back of this. Just wanted to show you what it looked like. There's an indent and another indentation back there. I went ahead and went to crankbait just to see if they were down deeper, the bigger bass. see if they'd be interested in this. I've just tried a little bit. But you can tell there really isn't any shoreline structure in this pit other than where they put it. So even when the winter comes and all this dies back and it's clear all the way to the shore, it's just, there's not a lot here to where bass can, you know, congregate or gather around for ambush points. Except during the summertime. Like I say, they can be back in there having a grand old time. Or this pit is deep enough, they can be way down deep. I have no idea what the bass population in here is like, other than just going by what I've caught, and it's small. Like last year's babies, if that. But, oh, that one just jumped right up out of the water. There's a tree and some shade. That's the kind of structure I'm used to, that kind of stuff in these pits. But apparently the ones out here in West Mineral are more in the wide, great wide open. So it's a different kind of fishing for sure. But we'll carry on. Anyway, you get the idea. That's the back of it. This is the pit. So if you want to watch any more from here on out, thank you for doing that. But my purpose in these videos is to introduce you to these pits, show you what's here, how things are fish-wise for somebody that's never fished it. And there you go. So the next time I turn this on, I should have a fish, or I should be saying goodbye. How about that? I think I actually have one on the crankbait. Oh, I do, I really do. Yay. Whoa. Ran into my boat. Wow, that's a nice one. Dang. It's pinned too. He is not coming off. Well, I get to thinking that all hope is lost. Lo and behold. I'm going to get the hook out of there. His mouth is really pinned shut. Wow. My goodness. He clamped down on that and I set the hook. I don't want to break his lip though. Crying out loud. Finally get one, and this is what happens. Hey, there we go. Half of it's there. Wow. Man. He was not coming off. Yippee. That far. That was fun. Whew. Photo, but yeah, we need to get a measurement on him real quick and get him back in the water. This is a nice one. I'll shut 16 and a half. There you go. Thanks, buddy. Hot dog, you weren't a pile of weeds. Yay! Oh, that makes me so happy. Number one, that I was able to get them unbuttoned, because wow. Now, if the state record hits like that, that'll be good, because I won't have to worry about him jumping and throwing the hook. Ran into my boat. I'm sorry, I'll get the camera straightened up here in a minute. So I'm just using this here 5 deep diving. I'm not going to say what brand it is because I don't remember, but it's a 5D. No, 5D? No, XD. It's an XD. Extra deep. And he kind of hit out in the middle of, well, away from the grass anyway. So, that was fun. And that makes it all worthwhile. It's amazing how that works. Here's another big one. This is a net big one, kind. Whoa, dang. I mean, definitely net big. Wow, hot dog. Come on, closer to the boat. Let's go. Get on up here. Yeah. Okay. Glad I switched to crankbait. Wow. Okay. Man, this sucker is thick. Okay, I'm going to leave you in the water until I get my camera out and ready. Okay, now I think I might even want to weigh you. You're not my personal best, but wow, you're a nice fish. Again, holy cow. This sucker is pinned. They are really attacking this dude. Okay, there's that. And then, let's see here. There we go. Man, I'm glad I went to the... Glad I made a switch to the crankbait. Stout, holy cow. 19 inches. Oop, here. 19 inches. Wow. Okay. That was awesome. That was so awesome. We're getting bigger. 19 inch. What was that? A 16 inch, I think, the first one. And now a 19 inch. Why wasn't I fishing this thing earlier? Hey, guess what, everybody? If you come to unit 45, and you go to the pit that I'm on that looks like it's just absolutely void of any kind of cover, so therefore wouldn't have that great of fishing, you might want to give this little guy a whirl. Extra deep. My goodness. That's freaking awesome. Wahoo! Okay, next. And all I'm doing is just cranking it kind of pretty fast, I guess. Not really fast, not burning it, but getting it down there. Casting at the edge of the weeds and bringing it out at about a 30-degree angle, maybe 25, I don't know. Just like this, because it drops off pretty deep. And you're either going to get a bunch of weeds, like I just did, normally, or you might catch a big old bass. And to think I still have the other side to go down. There's just a little bit of the shoreline. Looks pretty cool. Nice sheer little cliff right here where it's just dropped straight off. you know, probably flipping like a jig and a trailer in there would be fun right around these bushes. But I'm gonna just keep on going. I got a lot of shoreline to cover before I get back to the boat ramp. And I'm just gonna keep going with the one that's got me some nice fish. 2 of them. We'll see. Guess what? Another one. Oh my goodness. There we go. Hey, he came off the hook. He did. He was not, I guess I knew I was trying to net him. There you go. You can stay in the water while I take care of this. All right. Let's regroup. Make sure that the fishing pole is actually down in the little hole that I made. Get this guy up here. Get the phone ready to take a picture. Oh, wow, that's not cool. Okay. There's that. There's this nice wet, well, not really. There we go. Now the board's wet. Turn this down. Reach in here and grab this guy. He's not, you know, like the others, but he's nice. No, close your mouth. It's okay. Close your mouth. 14 inches. I think that got it. Yep, there you go. Thank you, buddy. Man, chunky little fish. And they like that crankbait. 2 more and I'll have my limit. Holy cow. And that's my smallest one at 14. So it's a pretty good limit for a pit I've never fished. Well, at the risk of turning my feet any more red than they are, I'm colorblind, but I'm pretty sure they are red. I've been spraying them down like every 10 minutes with SPF, but I haven't really had them exposed that much to the sun. And as I say, there is no shade. And all these clouds that are around here, none of them want to park themselves in between me and the sun. So I guess I'm just going to call it a day. Although, man, I hate giving up on this. But Unit 45, it has my vote. It really does. When I stood on the shore and looked out at this, it was like, why am I here? Why am I going to fish this? And why am I doing it in the middle of the day? I mean, it's not even, you know, in early morning, late in the evening, those kind of things. To me, that's the best time to be out fishing. The worst time is in the middle of the day. And it's right now 2:23. So anyway, I'll give this pit a thumbs up. And I'm thinking it has a great boat launch. It's a huge body of water. I have it on 5, and it's going to take me a long time to get back to the boat ramp, because way off there in the distance, that's the fish attractors that they put on the bank. And it's probably at least 250 yards away, or 3. So it's still a long ways to go before I get there. But anyway, think of this. If you have a pontoon boat, bring your family here and, you know, fish in the evening, overnight, early morning. I'm sure there's big catfish in here. Obviously, there's nice bass. No doubt there's great bluegill. You could have a really wonderful time fishing out here. And if not, if you have a bass boat with some of those neat electronics that'll show you where the fish are underneath the water, you probably have even better luck than me. But at least I know that I can recommend this pit. It has some big toads in it, just like the office pit or the stump pit. So I'm happy. I don't mind. I'm cutting it short. I just hope I get back to the boat dock before my feet start blistering. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that these are helpful. I hope they give you some ideas of pits that you can go to. And just like that saying, you can't judge a book by its cover. You sure can't judge these fish or these pits by their cover. Their cover, get it? Their cover. Like, anyway. I've been out in the sun too long. I think I'm half baked. Thanks for watching. Be sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And until next time, I'm sure I'll be back out here in this West Mineral area, because there's lots and lots of pits out here by Big Brutus, that big coal shovel thingy. Anyway, till later. Go fishing. Enjoy the great outdoors. Bye.